My name is Travis Hassler. I'm a graduate student in journalism mass comm. Essentially, I'm calling alumni from all over the country and asking them to get involved for the first time or to continue in the tradition of pledging money to the College of Arts and Sciences for scholarship for current and future students. It's a bit of luck. You're given a bunch of random cards of random people all over the country, and you call, and they could be in the middle of dinner, in the middle of, well, tonight watching the Oscars. So depends on who you call, what their mood's going to be, and how generous they're going to be. And so it's a little bit catching them at the right time or catching them at all. I've had a couple people hang up on me, but for the most part, everybody's been really polite, whether they donate any money or not. So it's been a good experience.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. The weather has been very warm for us this March, but will it last?
We're going to send it over to Drew Morris for a full look at the weather to see what kind of weather we can expect for the rest of the week. Drew?
Hey guys, we'll first take a look at the national weather map here with the highs and lows across the country. Over here in Seattle, we have one of the first high fronts of all time over there hanging out, which provides some good weather. Also over here in Nevada, if I'm not mistaken. We have a low front going through Kansas though right now, which is full of cold weather, bringing some rain into us today. Hopefully maybe some storms to get us some nice moisture going on. And then not much on the East Coast, a high out here in the Atlantic Ocean, but not much going on there. Now we'll take a look at the national temperatures. Like I said, up here in Seattle, we have 49 degrees and sunny for the first time in the last 50 years, would be my guess. Down in Los Angeles, the same weather as every other day. Salt Lake City and Denver are both raining and snowing there, although the temperatures are warm enough so the snow probably won't stick. Manhattan, we can expect some rain today, as well as down in Dallas. It'll be a little bit warmer in Dallas, of course, and in Chicago, that front's moving through like I showed you before. Over here in New York, it's going to be sunny and 61. Down here in Miami, it'll be 53, 73, and 71 with the low with some rain going on there. Now we'll take a look at the Kansas map. And all right, down here in Dodge City, it'll be very cloudy with some rains, a little bit of sun. 54 in Salina, it'll be rainy up here in Manhattan, of course, like I mentioned, rainy and 66. Wichita gets a little bit out of the rain down there. I guess it's pretty far north. Topeka, 70 degrees and rainy as well. Took a look at the 5-day forecast here. All right, tonight, as I've been mentioning, we'll have some PM showers that get down to 33 degrees tonight, so hopefully no snow. Chance of rain's about 40% there. Tomorrow, it'll rise up to about 50 degrees, just like Frank Martin's blood pressure during the game tomorrow at 11:30 in Kansas City against Baylor. On Friday, mostly sunny, high of 59. Now, on Saturday, it is Fake Patty's Day here in Manhattan, and we are going to make it rain. So be sure to take an umbrella with you, as well as some personal protection, like a jacket, so you can make sure to stay dry. And on Sunday, when everybody's inside recovering, it'll be about 65 degrees and partly cloudy. So if you get a chance, get out. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks a lot, Drew. Well, the weather's certainly been warmer lately, but it's been really windy these past few days.
It has indeed. We might be making it to Oz sooner than we thought. You might have to fish out those ruby slippers soon.
See if I can find them in my closet. It really does feel like March Madness if you're a K-State sports fan. So to navigate the madness, let's go to sports anchor Chris Powell. Chris, calm me down. Explain all this to me.
Jacob, no need to worry. In the next couple minutes, with help from my guest, Monty Thompson, I'll get you ready for an exciting part of the year, March Madness. First, though, let's talk about baseball. The K-State baseball team opened their home field up on Friday, but fell to Pacific 7-2. Saturday, they looked like a completely different team, started strong and battled to win 12-1. They continued full steam into Sunday, scoring 8 runs in the first 2 innings to win the game 9-3 and the series 2-1. Tuesday, they went to Lincoln to take on now non-conference opponent Nebraska, but lost 9-6. They will be playing a 4-game home series this weekend against Hartford, and you can check out that action on K-State HD TV. Now for basketball. This past weekend was the final home game of the year for both the men's and women's teams, so they honored their seniors. The women's team honored Branchia Brown, Jelena Childs, Julianne Chisholm, Tasha Dickey, and Emma Osterman. This senior class has combined for 77 wins, 2 NCAA tournament appearances, and 5 academic All-Big 12 honors. The men honored departing seniors Jamar Samuels and Victor Ojale. It was an emotional moment as they were honored. Victor's mother wiped tears off of his face as the crowd cheered for the three-time academic all-conference player. Thursday at 11:30 Central, they will face Baylor in the Big 12 tournament, and everyone is saying they will surely have their name called on Selection Sunday for the big dance, the NCAA tournament. Now, with me in studio, here to discuss their chances, is my guest, Monty Thompson. Monty, can we beat Baylor?
Well, of course I think we can. I mean, we went down to Waco and we beat them. Granted, there were a few things that had to go our way for that to happen. I don't see, though, why it can't happen in Kansas City. Baylor's been going on a little bit of a slump. Like, it's not to say they usually do, but it's kind of typical for Scott Drew's teams to fall off a little bit at some part in the season. This year it happens to be at the very end. But K-State, get a few days to prepare. I think Frank Martin's team is going to be ready to take on Baylor.
It looks like a pretty tough road ahead. How do you think the road is going to affect our chances in the tournament?
Well, K-State has probably the toughest road of any team in the Big 12 tournament. We would go through Baylor, then likely Kansas, and then play Missouri in the championship if we were to make it. And I don't see how it gets much tougher than that. Those are pretty much your three best teams in the Big 12, even though they might not be ranked that way in the tournament. But, K-State's got a really tough road ahead of them. Got to get past Baylor first, and then from there, if it's KU, we just got to, who knows, we just got to step it up.
Wow. Well, it's going to be tough, but we're all looking forward to it. It's March Madness. Back to you at the desk, Jacob.
Coming up after the break, the big day has come and passed.
We'll find out what happened to the hyenas in California. Stay tuned for the answer. An update now on the hyena story that Channel 8 News has been following for the past month.
Dr. Melgarejo has told us that despite the passing of the February 29th fundraising deadline, no decision, the fate of the hyenas living in California has been reached.
Dr. Melgarejo said that the fundraising is still ongoing and that he's very optimistic about the outcome.
Well, that's all we have time for at this edition of Channel 8 News. Stay tuned for news surrounding Kansas State and the Manhattan area.
Thanks for joining us. For Holly, Drew, Chris, and all of us here at Channel 8, I'm Jacob Heffern. Thanks for stopping by.